Welcome back. So, with this episode, I'm going to take you to a place that is equally pretty as the places I took you to before. You know, this episode we're going to be talking about thinking about how you think about yourself and how basically, you know, it's one of those things like you talk and put in positive reinforcements to everybody else, but do you put that same energy into you? What are you saying about you? What is your thoughts about you? You know, are you putting that same energy and that same thought into you and how you are talking about you? What are you saying about yourself and those things that means the most to you? You know, because your body hears what you're saying about you. It hears the things that you say in your mind, you know, the things that you do. Everything that is affecting you will affect your body. So, are you upset? Are you thinking that you're going to be upset? And your body's going to function that way too. And it's going to say, well, heck, she think we're upset, so I guess we have to be upset. And then, next thing you know, here you go. Your thinking now just generated a whole bad day just because you thought it. Now, my thing is, how do you think that your mind can overcome this? If you're thinking this, you know, then how do you get over that? You can't, because you done thought it. So the basics of this is, you know, what you think is what you become. Are you thinking negative things? Then you're attracting the negative things. Are you listening to negative things? Then you are attracting negative things. The things that you are attracting and doing and listening to is the negative things. You know? We often do different things to elude the negative thinking. But today, I want to talk to you about the negative thinking and how that affects your mind. And so that's how we're doing it. But yeah, we're here at the docks. As you can see, Johnny Docks is right there. This is a thing, you know. So we're going to show you to you. Check this out. That's the Museum of Glass. You know. But I'm going to take you over here. This is where it's at, right here. This is one of my favorite places to come, and I normally sit in the middle and just listen to this water. Check this out. That's real water that I come and I just sit and I listen to this. As you can see, I'm about to sit. I'm sitting and listening to the water, and I like to just come and sit. And you know, every now and then when it's hot, during the summertime. I run my hands through the water, you know, and just relax. This is the most relaxing place to me right here, and just listening to the water, you know. Oh, let me show you. The best part of it is, you ready for it? Right there. You see that bridge right there? That's the 702. And that bridge is awesome. Especially at night, you come and sit here and listen. And all of this, when I say all of this is lit up, it is lit up. Lit up. To the point that it is beautiful. Beautiful. And you hear the water sound? That sound is the most freaking awesomest thing in the world. You know? But I'm going to take and show you one thing that sets this place from the rest. Right? Let me show you. And it doesn't get any better than this. Doesn't get any better than this. Well, the next thing that I show you is the better thing. I take that back. But for me, I love water. And I love how, you know, you can see the natural elements of how water does land. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but you see that? You see the seaweed? You see how it just, the water just comes up when it comes up to the top? That to me, that's so beautiful, because you can see where the water marries the land, and it just naturally just forms it. That is so awesome. And you can even walk down there and get into the water, you know. There's a little, if you can see over there, you can walk down and get into the water, or you can walk on the little troughs that they have for you to walk out to the boats and stuff. You see the nice little big boat with the little bitty boat. Yeah, that big boat overtakes the little boat, but it's okay. The boats are boats. But anyway, I come down here often. This is one of my favorite places, you know. But like I said, the best is yet to come. I want to take you to the best. You know, that was good too, but I love the way the water marries the land, and it just, you know, just makes it. You know, you just don't see that often because of the way, you know, it's set up with sand and stuff like that. But yeah, look at that. Yeah, that is too awesome. It's homey, you know. When I come and look at this, I look at the home feeling of this, and you know, and I think to myself, like, man, this is awesome, you know. You're thinking about how life is, and the way I think about myself is the way I feel, you know. Sometimes I'll be tired and I'll be like, man, you know, this is not, you know. So I'm walking beside this dome in the glass, but you know, sometimes I'll be tired and I'll be like, man, you know, is this what it is? You know, and I'll be like, man, this is hard. But I realize at the end that, you know, it's only hard because I'm thinking it hard. I'm making it hard. Check that out. See? We are on our way up. We're on our way up. But I'm only making it hard on myself because of the simple fact that You know, it is what I'm thinking. One day, I hope to be on these steps myself. You know, that is my goal, is to get my name on one of these steps. You know, I don't know if I can do it as big as them, but I hope to, you know, be able to. That is my goal, as you can see. And I often come here and stand at the top. I'll show it to you how I do it when I'm done. But I often come here and stand at the top, and I say my name at the top, as you can see. And I say Dakota Fox, and then there it is. There's my name at the top. But we're at the top up here, and my mind says it's so, and it shall be. One day, and we're here at the top. So and so now y'all seeing a little bit of my hiding spots when I be trying to get away. But yeah, as you can see, this is a pretty picture. And so yeah, when I come back through here, I'm gonna show you another little key thing to this. But the venture that I'm thinking of to talk to you about is the journey of your mind. And how far will your mind go? And how far will it take you? You know, how far will it take you to another place? You know what I'm saying? So, this is awesome. This is what I was telling you that is so freaking spectacular. Like, it is so spectacular that, you know, I can't even put it in words, because it's just that spectacular. You know? And the awesomeness of these artists who made this is so wonderful. They thought this all came with a thought. Now, that's why I brought you here, because everything in this glass was thought of. Somebody had a vision of this in their mind, and they was like, oh, wait a minute, we can do this, or we can make this. Now, my favorite, I'm going to show you, because it's one of those things where, how in the world did you think of that? But, you know, like I said, in your mind, you can think of anything you want. And it's spectacular. You know, I'm going to take you through all of them first. And then we're going to see, like, how did you come up with such a beautiful ambience that is awesome, you know? Because here we are, we're thinking that everything has to be symmetrical or has to be like so. But for you to tell me that it's one of those things, nah. But in my mind, you know, you're thinking beauty. Like I said, what you think shall come out. And here's the example of all the things that we have thought about that has come out on the outside, you know. And to me, this is so beautiful, you know. And only when you think of things that it really comes out to the point that you just don't know. Now, like I said, I'm going to take you to the one that I said that is so beautiful to me. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, blowing glass and trying to get them to form like that and bend and breaking, I'll be done broke it all. But to me, it's one of those things where you have to know what you're doing. Because me, I don't know what I would be doing. I'd be like, oh, well, this is how it is. But I'm going to take you to it right now. You ready for it? This one right here. I don't know how he did it. But that's, to me, that makes my mind all kind of confusing. Because of the simple fact that it's twisted, it's turned, it's got all kinds of stuff that is around it and stuff. So yes, so it is just amazing to me how they made this piece. And this piece, I guess, you know, is very complicated because I really don't know how they made that. But, oh, look at the puppy. But, yeah, some of them like this one, that's amazing too. To be blown with glass and be so detailed. This one too, that one is so detailed, you know. But yeah, so as you can see, you know, you have your thinking, and that's what this is. That started with a thought. This started with a thought. So your thinking matters. Your thinking matters. Too cool. Yeah, your thinking matters, you know. And that's what I want to get y'all to see, is everything is thought of. There's a thought, you know. You're thinking it, and that's what it is. Oh, I see my car. Huh. So when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you should think of is, I'm gonna have a good day, you know. Think of positive things, you know, because we wake up all the time and we say, oh, you know, I don't know about this day, or I have a bad day, or, you know, this day is already messed up. And it may very well be, you know, it's messed up. But It's what you make it. There's one time that I woke up in the morning and yeah, I broke my daggone toe day before Mother's Day. Yeah, it was the craziest thing in the world. But I broke my toe, and you know, I didn't complain about it. I didn't gripe about it. I just said, oh well, I broke my toe, and then yeah, I was in pain, but that's what it was. You know, I just let it go. Went to the hospital. They put the little thing on the foot. And it's like, oh, you broke your flanges. Ain't really much we can do but wrap it up and buddy toe it and all this other stuff. But you know, I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Yeah, it's not coming in really well. Well, that's a little bit better. Yeah. But yeah, you know, and I didn't complain about it, and I still got up and did Mother's Day the next day, and then still went out and then went to what did I do? Oh, and then I went to work on Monday. Didn't complain about it, just went and got up and went on. You know, it was just one of those things. Oh, that's so pretty too. You know, but it's one of those things where, you know, you have to get up in the morning, think about what you want to do, how you want to do it, and live that way. You know, it's positive reinforcement to yourself. You owe yourself that. You owe yourself the time to think about what it is that you want to do. You owe yourself, you know, that moment of clarity where you say, oh, well, you know, today is going to be a good day, or this is how my day starts, and it starts with you. You know, people often say, oh, well, I wake up in the day, oh, my clothes didn't fit right, or, you know, this didn't do, but it starts with you. How you view it is how you live it. And if you're living it with the moment of saying, oh, this ain't this, or this ain't that, then that's how your day gonna start. Your day starts exactly how it begins. Are you beginning it well? Are you beginning it good? Are you putting in the moments or the time to say, well, okay, didn't start off so great, but it's not going to damper my attitude. You know, this is a waterway like down there, and that's pretty cool too. It is so cool because, you know, you have the different deers, the elks, and different stuff that's there, you know. But how you shape yourself in the morning, and shape yourself first thing you wake up in the morning and doing, is exactly how your day gonna be. You know, you cannot let anyone deter your thinking, because when you do, you just prevent the inevitable. Think about this. You know, you're having a moment of your life, and then you let something come in to tamper with that moment. You know, you can't be upset or mad at them because you allowed yourself to get upset and mad. You have to definitely say, okay, I'm going to do something different. You know, I'm going to do something different, and then do that. Because in that moment, you have the choice. And the choice is to either let something gets you so upset to take you out of your character and take you out of who you are, or you can let it go. You know, there's a lot of things that happen in life that we have no control over, that we tend to be more of okay, let's get it and go type of thing. But majority of the time, we can control how we feel about the moment. We can't control the situation, but we can control how we feel about the moment. And sometimes you can get right daggone upset. I can tell you now. I ain't gonna say that you don't. You do. But it's how you look at it and how you control the situation and how you feel about the situation and how you handle it. Because the way you think about it is the way that the outcome be. If you get too upset and you're over mad, you make decisions that is based on your madness and not decisions based on what it should be, because you're so mad that you don't really see that, you know, there's other solutions. And I mean, I'm telling you, we all have fault at that. And that's one thing that I can honestly say. I've been mad to the point that I didn't think, you know. And with that moment, sometimes I wish I did. But I am showing you the top part of that sculpture that we was at before. Now you can see it. I brought you this way because I like to come up here too and just sit and watch. They have festivals that, you know, that holds up, but I brought you this way so you can see it all. You can see the water that's over there. You can see this. You can see all of this. But, you know, I've been so mad that I've done things out of anger, and that anger, you know, basically had me in trouble. You get in a lot of trouble by doing it with emotion. So if you take that moment to think about the response and think about your reaction to things that's happening, then you will understand that, hey, every situation don't deserve an action. Well, every situation don't deserve your attention. There's sometimes that, you know, you could be like, okay, well, that happened, and do I really need to worry about that? You know? And then there's some things that you be like, oh man, I wish I better take care of this now, you know, and get it out of the way and get it done. But, you know, it's just that where you have to definitely understand that every situation doesn't deserve an action or doesn't deserve your attention, because of the simple fact that, you know, there's things that's out of our control that we can't control, and that really needs to be left alone. At nighttime, this place is very pretty, like I was saying. But, you know, I'm glad you took this journey with me, you know, for us to talk about how reaction and thinking plays a hand in our body. We have ailments that happens in our body because we're holding on to that negative tension and, you know, trying to figure out the reaction that is not warranted, that's not really needed, you know. And see, we still see the little dome, the music glass museum. But, you know, every time you think that you're going to have a bad day, turn it around into something positive. Say something positive about the situation, you know, because of the simple fact that, let me show you something. That picture right there, that's an awesome picture. Every situation has an outcome, and every outcome has a situation. Maybe good or maybe bad. Sometimes the outcome in the situation is out of our control. And now we're back to where we started from. But I'm going to show you a picture that I love to come and take every time I come down here. And because it has all 4 elements in the picture. And I don't know if you can see that, but it has the Tacoma Dome, the Glass Museum, the bridge, and the port, all in one picture. And I love to come down here and take that picture because that is where it's at. But just remember that every situation has a reaction, and every reaction has a consequence, you know, and reacting and thinking plays hand in hand. So if you're thinking about something negative all the time, your body's going to feel that, and that's tension in your body. Let it go. Sometimes it's not even worth holding on to. The best thing you can do is just let it go and just be you. So with that being said, I am Dax. You are you. Stay sweet. I love you, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button so you'll never miss an episode.